Hey everyone, in this video we're going to look at how to download and install the Postgres database. So I'm just going to go into Google and type in download PostgreSQL. We'll find here PostgreSQL downloads. We're going to click on Windows. We want the most recent version, which looks like version 18. And we'll click on download the installer and grab the Windows x86-64. And it will begin downloading. So in this case, with Postgres, we're going to go to the downloads folder, and I usually want to run as administrator just because it makes some edits to your computer pretty deep, and it'll start downloading and installing. So we're just going to do next, kind of keep the defaults. And for the password, I'm just going to type in Postgres and retype the password, Postgres, all lowercase. You can change this later. You can also make it more complicated if you wish. I like to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to leave the port at 5432. Leave it all as default. And it will begin installing. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I will resume it once we have installed. Alright, so at this point, Postgres has finished setting up. So we'll come to this stack builder. We'll click here on port 5432 and just hit next. And actually, I'm just going to hit cancel there. We don't need to do the stack builder actually. So at this point, I can look for pgadmin4 in my installed programs. And if this opens up correctly, and it does take a minute, so I'm gonna once again pause the video. Oh, there it goes. I will not pause the video. So we can see here that we have our server, and it's gonna say please enter the password, and it's gonna be Postgres. And you can save the password or not. And now I can get into my databases and I am good to go. So I'll close out of that. The last thing I'd like to do is I usually on my desktop or somewhere that I'll find it. And again, this is for lab purposes. I want to be very clear that if you're doing this in a professional sense, you want to be much more careful with security. This is just for the small scale lab that's not going to be on the internet. If you're going to do anything that's going to be over the live internet and not local, be very careful with this. So I'll just make a Postgres login text document, and I'll just so I have that information handy. So user is Postgres. Password is also Postgres. Because it can be a real pain if you forget this. And I just save it. So it's just a quick text file that I just kind of keep somewhere handy because you don't always open Postgres and don't always remember what you set as your password. So again, be careful, follow good security based on your application. But for this simple lab, I'm not so focused on security. I'm just focused on working with the Postgres database. So that is how you get Postgres downloaded on your computer.